Welcome, I'm Todd Robbins. July 22nd, a number of terrible things happened on this day in the past. Here are just a few of them. We start off with Gao Haiping. He was a miner in the Yangquan area of China. He was 24 years old, a loner. He was pessimistic and dissatisfied with his life. His girlfriend had dumped him. However, she agreed to go see a movie with him on this day in 1981 at the San Quan Club Theater. Gao wanted to make the night special for the two of them, so he fashioned a nice compact bomb made out of ammonium nitrate and a small detonator. Gao took the bomb with him to the theater and waited for the girl. She never showed, so he just went into the theater, took a seat, and as the movie was starting, he detonated the bomb. 32 people, including himself, were killed, and 127 others were injured in the blast. It also partially destroyed the theater. On this day in 1967, Billy Wayne Hayes shot and killed a paint contractor named William Howard Ferguson. As you might guess from the thricely named monikers, this happened in the South. Nashville, Tennessee, to be exact. Billy Wayne was given 10 years for the shooting, and he was part of a work release program, and on December 21st, 1972, Billy Wayne decided to give himself an early Christmas present. He disappeared. He was caught 33 years later. All the time he was just living a regular life in Alabama and was using his real name. The reason it took so long to find him was that his case was never put into the system when everything was computerized. In 1306, King Philip orders the expulsion of Jews out of France. The irony to the story is that the king was known as Philip the Fair. In 1864 on this day was the Battle of Atlanta. General Sherman's Union troops defeated the Confederate troops under the leadership of General Hood. There were 8,449 Confederate casualties and 3,461 Union casualties. Currently, there is a new Battle of Atlanta going on between the mayor of that town, who wants people to wear masks, and the governor of Georgia, who doesn't want people to wear masks. It'll be interesting to see how many casualties this battle has. In 1917, British troops bombed the German lines at Ypres, Belgium. They used 4,250,000 grenades. That's a lot of grenades. One of them didn't go off until 2014. It killed 2 people. In 1934, Chicago's Biograph Theater was showing a movie called Manhattan Melodrama on this day. It's a gangster picture where the criminal is killed in the end. It was life imitating art that evening, because one of the people watching that film was the most wanted thug in America, Public Enemy #1, John Dillinger. When he walked out of the theater, the FBI was waiting for him. There was a hail of bullets, and Dillinger was killed. In 1959, the best, worst movie ever made, Ed Wood's cult classic Plan 9 from Outer Space, was released, or perhaps it was more accurate to say it escaped on this day. In 1967, the Monkees, that fake rock band created specifically for a TV series, well, they went on a national tour. On this day, their opening act couldn't take it anymore and quit. That opening act? Jimi Hendrix. On this day in 1975, the U.S. House of Representatives vote to restore the citizenship to General Robert E. Lee. The general was unable for comment about this. He had been dead for 105 years. In 1991, Jeffrey Dahmer confesses to killing 17 men in 1978. Oh, you will be hearing more about Dahmer on another day. In 2019, the President of the United States said that the U.S. could win the war in Afghanistan in a week. However, quote, "I just don't want to kill 10 million people. If I wanted to win that war, Afghanistan would be wiped off the face of the earth." Okay. There are a couple of notable birthdays on this day. In 1889, James Whale was born in Dudley, England. He was the film director that brought to the world a little dark movie called Frankenstein. And on this day in 1923, Mary Lillian Ellis was born in Kershaw County, South Carolina. She was one of the biggest stars on TV back in the 1950s. In those days of TV, one of the most popular things on the air was professional wrestling, even bigger than today. And Mary Ellis was the female champ. She didn't use her real name. No, she had a great ring name, the Fabulous Moolah. She came up with that moniker during an interview. Someone asked her why she got into wrestling, and she said, "For the Fabulous Moolah." Moolah is slang for money. And that's what she was all about. Well, there you go, and there you have it. Say, do me a favor if you would. If you've enjoyed this, hit the like button. And also hit the subscribe button and tap that little bell after you subscribe. That way, you'll be notified when the next video is unleashed. That is, assuming that you're able to survive whatever terrible things happen to you on this day today. And if you do survive, I hope to see you back here tomorrow. And if you don't survive until tomorrow, well, maybe on this day next year, I'll tell your story. Say, wouldn't that be a nice thing? Once again, I'm Todd Robbins.